So towards the end of last year, I got the opportunity to actually collaborate with Esperanza. This was really exciting. I've been doing photography for the past 6 to 8 years on and off. And I've just noticed that this has been a big passion of mine, and it's something that God has gifted me in and really grown me in over the years. So I got the chance in November to sit down with the team and just talk about an idea they had that actually really lined up with a lot of how I feel in terms of passion and spiritually approaching photography. One of my favorite things about photography has honestly been to just invite God into the projects, whether it's a walk through the city or whether it's collaborating with different photographers or artists. And when I sat down with the team, it was amazing that their vision was just so in sync with what I feel and how I really approach this art. I got to sit with Ruben Ortiz and Anthony Ramos, and they just really talked to me about a vision they had of presenting to youth workers how does God manifest himself within an urban context. We tend to think that you have to leave the city in order to find God. You have to go to the mountains or you have to go to the beach, which is valid ways to meet God for sure. But it's amazing how God has shown up within cities, between relationships and people and skies and plants, and there's just a vast variety of ways that God manifests himself, and I think it can be overlooked. So I grew up in Philly, and my whole life I've just heard how dirty Philly is and how hard it is to be here, and I think it's easy to focus on negative things and overlook that God has made this city very beautiful, and this goes for any city within the country and within the world, I would say. So this research really focuses on taking photos, pairing it with scripture, and leaving space for the reader to reflect and really identify where God has manifested himself within their life and using these pictures as inspiration. I think what's so cool about this tool is I think it's very important when working with youth to highlight the hope that exists. The word talks a lot about the joy and the hope that we have in what God has already done and what he will continue to do. And honestly, focusing on the beautiful things that God has put in the city in front of us can inspire kids to not only walk in their identity as image bearers, but also to empower everyone around them to change communities and to change families and the brokenness that does exist around us.